I'm Marilee Caruso. It's Friday, December 19th. Today, ice safety concerns.
The truck had driven out onto the ice, and I guess it wasn't thick enough, so they went through.
Why RCMP are urging caution on the ice after a series of incidents and how you can stay safe. Also today, big charity checks. Just how much the province is giving to charity from money raised through U.S. liquor sales. Plus, cycling with Santa.
Everybody can use love and joy, you know, but definitely we do go into those rough and tumble areas.
How Chris Kringle brought some Christmas spirit to downtown Winnipeg today. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. For the second day in a row, an Alberta clipper is making life difficult. Tonight, a blowing snow advisory is in effect for much of southern Manitoba, meaning visibility is limited. CTV weather specialist Colleen Brady is tracking the storm for us and joins us now with the latest. Colleen, what are we in for tonight?
Well, you took the words out of my mouth, Marilee. Another day, another Alberta clipper wreaking havoc on southern Manitoba. Another round of snow, but perhaps more importantly are the very strong winds that are causing blowing snow. We had a number of highway closures in the southwest. Some of them have started to reopen, but we have other highways that remain closed. I know you'll be talking about that in just a moment. Here's a look at the satellite radar right now. Now, Winnipeg, Brandon, and all these areas lighting up in yellow remain under a blowing snow advisory. We will be contending with very strong winds throughout the night, overnight, and into Saturday, and they will be changing direction at different points in time. Now, the focus right now is on the Winnipeg area. It is the rush hour, after all. And anecdotally, we've been hearing reports all day long of how tough it is to drive inside the city and out on the highways feeding into Winnipeg. And again, we are starting to see not the same kind of highway closures that we saw yesterday, but we are starting to see some closures, which we will tell you about coming up. So I'll have a look at what's ahead tonight and, of course, your weekend forecast as we head in to the Christmas week ahead. Let's take a look right now, though, first through the Bathfitter Live Eye. Bathfitter, your bath and shower experts for more than 40 years. In Winnipeg right now, it is the snow is falling and it's blowing around. Look at those south-southeast winds, 44 kilometers an hour with wind gusts up to 58. The wind chill makes it feel like minus 35. The pressure's dropping and the humidity is 83%. Out on the roads with that snow coming down and the winds blowing it around, it is tough slogging out there. You can see there's an awful lot of traffic backed up there on Main right at Broadway.
Thanks, Colleen. Poor visibility from that blowing snow has prompted highway closures in Manitoba. At last check, several highways are closed, primarily in the western part of the province, as well as a portion of the north perimeter from Highway 15 to Highway 1 east. Now, according to Manitoba 511, most major highways across the province are listed as at least partly snow covered, and reduced visibility remains an issue. In some places, you can head to our website or you can go to Manitoba 511 for the latest updates. And with more snow and colder conditions, many are looking to get on the ice to partake in winter activities. However, several deaths and disappearances involving Manitobans falling through the ice is prompting concerns over ice safety. And tonight, RCMP are urging you to be cautious. Joining me now live to explain is CTV's Taylor Brock. Taylor, what is the RCMP saying about ice conditions this winter?
Well, Marilee, they're saying it's already been a deadly year for Manitobans trekking on ice-covered waterways. And what's really concerning is we've already seen the expected number of deaths from people falling for the entire winter. And as you know, we're not even halfway down the season.
This puts us, like I say, at 4 fatalities as a result of people going through the ice, and then 1, like I say, near fatality. So that's 5 incidents. That's, I would think, at most is your average for a winter. But we're only into December, so that's concerning.
Manitoba RCMP say since late November, it's been aware of 5 incidents of Manitobans going through the ice. This includes 2 incidents last month in northern Manitoba, where a woman at Cross Lake drowned and a woman at Norway House was rescued but died from hypothermia. Just in the past few days, a pickup truck plunged through the ice near Grand Rapids. RCMP are still searching for the 2 bodies. And RCMP are also still searching for the remains of a 71-year-old man believed to have gone through the ice in southeastern Manitoba while traveling to his ice fishing shack. You are being urged to test the ice before putting any substantial weight on it.
The first thing is you just need to know that need 4 inches of clear, strong ice to be safe to even walk on, and then 5 or 6 inches for snowmobiles, and a foot or so, if you want to start driving a truck on it. And it's, there's ice fishing, so people are driving on the ice. It's really important to know.
On top of the heightened risk, RCMP say if you need emergency assistance on the ice or in the water, it'll be extra difficult. Ice rescues are risky. It could mean breaking the ice with a boat, sending out divers to reach the person, among other rescue maneuvers.
Taylor, what else may be contributing to this deadly winter out on the ice so far?
Well, merely the major factor is ice thickness. RCMP say it's normally twice as thick for this time of year. CTV's Harrison Shin is working on this story, and he'll have more at 6 o'clock, including from a nonprofit representing snowmobilers, urging sledders to stay safe on the ice.
All right, thanks for this, Taylor. Now to a tragic incident in northeastern Manitoba. 2 snowmobilers missing since Monday have now been found dead. RCMP say a 28-year-old man and a 27-year-old woman left the community of St. Teresa Point First Nation on a single snowmobile in the early morning hours. Community members organized search parties, and the pair were reported missing 2 days later. RCMP say they were found by local searchers north of the community Thursday afternoon. Investigators believe they were traveling on ice when they hit some rocks and were thrown from the machine. An autopsy is ongoing to determine the cause of death. And the ongoing winter storm continues to cause issues for mail delivery. Brandon, Flin Flon, The Paw, Thompson, Dauphin, and Winnipeg are all under a yellow delivery service alert. It means mail will only be moving if conditions allow, and there may be delays. For Dauphin and Winnipeg, that's actually a bit of an improvement from yesterday. Both of those communities were under a red alert, meaning delivery drivers were recalled yesterday. South Beach Casino and Resort is calling for a wrongful dismissal lawsuit to be tossed. Last week, the casino's former security manager filed a lawsuit alleging he was let go under the guise of a workplace harassment complaint, denying any inappropriate behavior. He alleges the termination was instead in retaliation for raising concerns over the flow of drugs into the facility. However, in a statement of defense filed Wednesday, the casino denies any wrongdoing, calling the accusations frivolous. It argues the employee was terminated for sexually harassing employees, which led to 2 complaints and an investigation. None of the claims have been tested in court. Santa braved the blowing snow today to deliver a big check to some local charities.
$20,000 we're giving. Just make sure.
In all, $100,000 was handed over to 5 charities, including Resource Assistance for Youth, Red Road Lodge, Bear Clan and Mama Bear Clan, as well as Inner City Youth Alive. The money was raised through the Bridge to Nowhere ride, which happened back in June. But that wasn't the end of the giving spirit today. Santa and his reindeer then hopped on their bikes and cycled through downtown Winnipeg for the 14th annual Cycle with Santa event.
The folks that we visit, the charities are doing it every day, 24/7. We think it's a little bit of challenge for us for 90 minutes, but just think of our people living in the streets every day and the charity groups that are working in that in the homeless sector every day, fighting the fight.
Jolly old St. Nick and his helpers spent the afternoon handing out candy canes, mitts, toques, and socks to those struggling in our city. Organizer Carrie LeBlanc says about 25 volunteers took part in the ride, which lasted about an hour and a half. Still to come, significant losses from drought and wildfires. Just how much Manitoba Hydro is looking to increase rates. Stay with us.
Oracle stock moved up close to 7% today after news it will be one of several companies buying a stake in TikTok. ByteDance is the parent company of TikTok. Oracle, Silver Lake, and MGX will each take a 15% stake of the U.S. ByteDance operation. The U.S. had demanded some American ownership of the Chinese company because of national security concerns. The deal is expected to close in January. Here are the closing numbers for the day. The Canadian dollar is down to 72.46. West Texas Intermediate is up to 56.66. Western Canadian Select is up to 42.85. And the TSX gained 314 points for another record close of 31,755. Those are your business headlines. I'm Morella Fernandez.
Market Watch is brought to you by Manitoba Blue Cross. Group health plans for any size business.
Manitobans spent millions of dollars to get their hands on some American booze, and now the province is donating a chunk of that money to charities. The Manitoba government donated $2.6 million from the sale of American liquor products. Of that amount, the province says $1 million is going to the Winnipeg Christmas Cheer Board to help with donations and the delivery of Christmas hampers. Manitoba Harvest is also getting $500,000, with another $500,000 going to Brandon charities. It comes after the province temporarily put its stock of U.S. booze back on the shelves. The province says U.S. alcohol products will remain on sale until Christmas Eve, with proceeds continuing to go to charity. Manitoba Hydro is looking at rate increases to offset significant losses related to drought and wildfires. The Crown-owned utility is reporting a net loss of $293 million for the first 6 months of the 2025-26 fiscal year. That equates to more than double the net loss of $123 million it reported in the same period for the year before. It says ongoing dry conditions have meant lower water levels, and wildfires have also required infrastructure replacements and repairs. Manitoba Hydro says it could be looking at its biggest financial loss in years. It's asking the Public Utilities Board for a rate increase of 3.5% in each of the next 3 years. Doctors Manitoba is urging rural Manitobans to plan ahead this holiday season, as it warns about reduced hours and outright closures of emergency rooms. The agency expects 28 out of Manitoba's 71 rural ERs to be fully closed. It says another 25 will likely have limited hours or periodic closures, while the remaining 18 are expected to remain open 24/7.
So for my rural neighbors, or if you're from the city and planning on travel throughout rural Manitoba this holiday season, we've put together ruralcare.ca, which does list all of the hours of the rural emergency departments, so that even if you can't plan an emergency, that you can plan to know where to go.
Doctors Manitoba expects all 4 of Winnipeg's ERs and 3 urgent care centers will remain open 24/7. However, it notes physician staffing may be stretched at Seven Oaks, Victoria, Concordia, and Grace hospitals, so you should prepare for possibly longer wait times.
It makes for a high-energy show, that's for sure.
The live show blending stories from acclaimed children's books. How you can catch the performance and which author is behind it all, next in Spotlight.
Have a news tip? When you see news happening, let CTV News Winnipeg know. Text your tips, pictures, and videos to 10400. That's 10400. Message and data rates may apply.
When you give a child a winter coat, you're giving a child the means to go to school on a cold day, a chance to play outside. When you give a child a winter coat, you're giving them the freedom to create warm winter memories. Because no child should be freezing cold. Kids should be able to go outside and have fun. Donate to Coats for Kids. Drop off new or gently used winter wear at these participating businesses. Proudly sponsored by United Way Winnipeg and CTV. Spotlight, sponsored by the Casinos of Winnipeg, presenting Men Without Hats in the Spoons.
Colleen Brady is back now for Spotlight, and you can catch a classic Robert Munsch story told right from the stage soon.
Marilee, how about 5 Munsch stories all tied into one?
David and Julie drank their milkshakes.
And the father ate the octopuses.
A long-running tradition at Prairie Theatre Exchange returns this month with Munch Upon a Time. The time-traveling, family-friendly story adventures across 5 classics you'll know and love, including The Paper Bag Princess, The Fire Station, and Give Me Back My Dad.
This particular show is about time travel, and somebody comes from the past, somebody comes from the future, and they meet in present day 2025, and they all find out they have a love of telling stories together.
The show is geared towards children, but director Alyssa Watson says there's plenty of humor adults will appreciate. Once Upon a Time kicks off Friday and runs to January 3rd. You can find tickets online at pte.mb.ca.
The Royal Winnipeg Ballet's Nutcracker kicks off tonight at Centennial Concert Hall.
That's right, Marilee, and CTV News got a sneak peek of the performance. Showtime for the beloved holiday production is at 6:30 p.m. But if you can't make it tonight, you are in luck. Performances continue each day until next Tuesday, and then on December 26th and 27th. The production features multiple guest artists, including the Rusalka Ukrainian Dance Ensemble and the Ivan Flett Memorial Dancers.
Don't forget Dancing Gabe.
Don't forget, star of the show.
All right. The Winnipeg Art Gallery is making it easier for people to visit.
That's right. Starting on January 7th, admission to the galleries will be free every Wednesday from 5 to 9 p.m., bringing along extended hours. The Art Gallery says it's part of an accessibility initiative which will last for the next 3 years. Called WAG Wednesday Nights, the initiative will also include free programming ranging from throwback hip-hop nights, jazz performances, screenings, and more. The gallery hopes this will create more opportunities for meaningful visits and cultural engagement.
Fans can soon own an acclaimed piece of basketball memorabilia.
That's right. One of Kobe Bryant's most famous pairs of sneakers is heading to auction.
So these Kobe 6-inch sneakers came about on December 25th, 2010. Kobe Bryant came on Christmas Day on the court wearing a pair of green sneakers, which for the first time in NBA history didn't match his uniform. So these sneakers have not been seen since that game.
The Nike Grinch sneakers were worn by Bryant just once on Christmas Day in 2010. Each of the shoes is signed by Bryant, and the pair is one of a kind. It's expected they'll sell for more than $10 million.
Wow.
Big chunk of change there.
You got to be a rich fan for those. Okay. Top creators on TikTok are now being recognized in the first ever TikTok Awards.
That's right, Marilee. Content creators gathered yesterday in Hollywood to celebrate the occasion.
I love watching award shows with my family, so being a part of one has been nothing but just amazing.
Food reviewer Keith Lee was nominated Creator of the Year. Video of the Year went to Bretman Rock for this clip with his chickens. Other categories include Storyteller of the Year and Live Creator of the Year.
All right. Thanks for this, Colleen.
You're welcome. Your primetime lineup tonight begins with Happy's Place at 7. At 7:30, watch Stumble. Celebrity Wheel of Fortune comes your way at 8. And at 9, catch Boston Blue. It's all right here tonight on CTV.
The CTV Primetime lineup is brought to you by Strictly Amish, exclusively in Arbor, Manitoba.
It is slow going, slippery, and visibility that is reduced out on the streets inside the city. One bit of good news, though, that stretch of the perimeter, the north perimeter from Highway 15 to Highway 1 east at Fermor, has now reopened.
Women's clothing provided by RW & Company. Salon services provided by S&T Spa Salon.
CTV Skywatch weather brought to you by South Beach Casino and Resort. Visit southbeachcasino.ca.
Well, these Alberta Clippers just keep on coming to Manitoba, don't they? Well, there is another one that's pushing through. The snow with it that's come through already today, that's actually out in front of the center of the Clipper. That's a lot to say, isn't it? But you know what I mean. It was sitting back in Saskatchewan, making its way in behind the snow coming into Manitoba. But here's the thing. It is going to come through, and as it does, you're going to notice a big shift in the winds. You're already noticing that likely in Brandon. Brandon and Winnipeg remain under the blowing snow advisory, as do all these other areas in yellow. Environment Canada saying that these winds are going to stay strong. Well, you've noticed they're a little lighter right now in Brandon, and I'll get to that in a moment, but they will redevelop there as they will across the region. They're just going to change course. So we'll be dealing with snow that continues to fall lightly for the time being, but late tonight it will be not falling so much as it will be just blowing around, and it's going to blow around through the night and throughout the course of the day, gradually easing up on Saturday. So we are not done with this just yet, but I want to zoom in on Brandon. Light snow still reporting at the airport. Now, the winds there are only east at 10 kilometers an hour. Don't be lulled into thinking that the winds are done with you. They will redevelop, and they're going to whip around and come more out of the northwest. They've been coming out of the southeast today, as they have been here in Winnipeg. You see that snow is sweeping across the southeast right now, including through the city. Now, again, that section of the north perimeter around Deacon's Corner has reopened, but still, just be careful, folks. The roads inside the city and out on the highways, though they may be open, the conditions are really quite poor out there. Next door in northwestern Ontario, well, they already got an awful lot of snow there with the clipper that came through yesterday and this morning. Kenora, Dryden, 12-14 centimeters by noon today. Sioux Lookout had closer to 25, and there's more coming down now, although there is no winter storm watch in effect in northwestern Ontario for tonight. So here's a look at the snow as it continues to move around over the next few hours. You see it does start to ease up, but once we clear midnight, you'll notice those winds are going to whip around. They'll come more out of the north, and they'll just cause more blowing snow across the south as we get into Saturday. You see we get some clearing, but it's going to be colder throughout the weekend, but we'll see some sunshine. We should be clipper-free for much of the weekend. 18 is our low tonight with that snow and blowing snow. Tomorrow, minus 17, the temperature holding steady under a mix of sun and cloud with those strong winds in the morning. Sunday, minus 17 again, flurries likely Monday. Then as we get, I'm going to jump to Wednesday because that's Christmas Eve. Minus 10, minus 8 on Christmas Day. A potpourri of weather for you there. Beautiful weather photo takes us out near Notre Dame de Lourdes. That photo is from Diane, a gorgeous wintry shot, and the Blue Jays there out at Barb's Farm in the Hartney-Souris area. Send us your weather pics to winnipegweather@ctv.ca.
The CTV Skywatch Pick of the Day is brought to you by the Manitoba Chiropractors Association. We've got your back.
What would you say if your taxi pulled up and this guy was behind the wheel? Jefferson Castro decorated his taxi to look like a sleigh, including plastic reindeer and lights. Plus, he's dressed up as the Grinch, as you can see. Castro says he's trying to spread some holiday spirit around Lima in Peru, which I guess you could say is much better than going around the city and stealing everyone's presents and decorations like the Grinch would do before he pushes it off the side of the mountain. That looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was going to say he needs Kobe's shoes, but it looks like he's got his own Grinchy shoes going there.
There you go.
It does look like fun.
All right, we will be back at 6 o'clock with much more on the Alberta Clipper making life difficult tonight. Drive safe if you're out there.